If you travel alone, going carry-on only is the difference between getting on with your trip versus fighting with your luggage the whole way. I'm going to show you how I'm paring my 24 pieces down into fewer. If you're new here, my name is Lisa. I am a full-time house sitter and I live out of a suitcase. So I'm living my unconventional midlife. If you're working towards your unconventional midlife or you're already living it, please hit subscribe. I'd love to have you stick around. I thought we'd start with layering pieces. So first of all, I have this yellow, mustardy yellow linen wrap top, which is really lovely. Unfortunately, is very wrinkly, but I try to ignore it because it's linen and it is so versatile. I really like wearing it under these types of shirts, which is like, it's got the built-in bra, these tops you get from Uniqlo. And it's just like a little extra warmth that keeps the sun off my shoulders. So I think it's a keeper. The next one is this floral wrap top. I think my style is kind of boho. So I do kind of go for things. Also, my body shape is where I need to find the waist. So this helps do those things. Well, let's just say these kind of wrap tops do double duty. But because I have one that's very similar, I think this one's going to be going back to storage or I'm going to donate it. I'm going to probably try it on one more time and decide. It also has a matching vest. It also has a matching vest top. So yeah, those are a set. Now originally I thought this is a top, but it's kind of not a top. It's extremely see-through. So whenever I wear it, I always have to wear something under it. So either this top here, or I also have this sleeveless top, which is, well, it was in the laundry, so I have 25 items. And this is great. This shade of pink is almost neutral to me, so I'll definitely be keeping it, but I'm going to put it back in the laundry pile for now. And then my last layer is this fuchsia colored. It's a natural fiber. I believe it's baby alpaca. I actually did buy this from a charity shop, and it's super soft. There's a few cat hairs in there. I'll always keep a cardigan with me just because it has that full sleeve coverage if it's chilly, and this one's very soft and lightweight. It may get swapped out for another cardigan in my storage unit for a hardcore summer, but I feel like this will be coming with me to Alaska in September. Okay, so moving into tops now. Right, let's talk about the tops. So the first one is this green V-neck. It used to be cream. I dyed it green, but it's looking a bit flimsy, and I don't think I've really worn it out of the house. So this one, I'm going to donate. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not for me. And then the other item, which I know I'm going to donate, this is a polka dotted top. Really nice soft fabric, but the color is not me, and the neckline is really not me. So it's just gonna go. I'd rather not even bring these back down south. The next I have this kind of a long t-shirt. It's a bamboo cotton mix. It's really soft and really comfy. It's showing a bit of wear, but this is the sort of thing that I would just downgrade into loungewear without hesitation because it just fits me just fine. So I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, I guess there's a couple categories of things going on here. There's donate, there's downgrade, and yeah, there's just things I'm gonna swap out. So okay, the next one is a shirt I've worn a bunch of times. This also used to be a different color, and I dyed it this color. I love this color. I think it's showing a bit of wear, but it's kind of something I like wearing when filming. I don't know why. So I'm gonna keep it, even though I think for the rest of the summertime it's probably gonna go back into storage. Oh, we could talk about the top I'm wearing right now. This is a polyester merino wool blend, and it's super duper light, and I love it. I don't know if you can see that, but like just really nice open sleeves. I have the same shirt in a kind of a darker green, and I definitely don't need both when I'm traveling anymore. I don't know what color you would call this. It's kind of a mushroomy color. Again, it's not looking that new or fresh, but it's super comfortable. There's nothing wrong with it. And it's a fantastic summery base layer. It's got the built-in bra, and so I'm going to keep that. Happy with that. Also similar, I have, I guess you would call it a racerback style, but it's the same thing. Also from both from Uniqlo, and really comfy. This is more of a cropped style, but when I'm wearing high-waisted trousers, it covers everything. So I love it. It's not the best color on me, but it's practical enough. I have plans to go shopping in Japan, and hopefully they have some brighter colors. We'll see. But I'd like to get a couple more of these tops with the built-in bra. I think for travel, they're not as practical because, you know, of the padding, so it's taking up suitcase space. I think it's a balance. So I'll probably carry like 2 regular bras with me, and then maybe 2 of these tops, something like that. Okay, 2 more to go. We have this. It's fairly hideous. It's just a long sleeve t-shirt. It's oversized cotton. Me. I didn't anticipate it being as cold as it was in May and June up in Yorkshire, and I wore this thing a lot. I don't have any other long sleeve tops with me other than I have a hoodie. So this was like kind of my main base layer. Last but not least, we have my favorite. This is silk top. I paid full price for it originally, about 100 pounds, but it's worn so well. Let me scrunch it up into a tiny little. This whole top is this big, and it's just lovely. It doesn't wrinkle. I recently discovered there was some holes in the armpit area, so I took it to a local seamstress, and she took a look at it, and she's like, yeah, I think we'll just cut bigger armholes. Brand new armholes, and it cost me 15 pounds. So that's fine. This top is fabulous. It's got all these fun colors that I love to wear. I think it goes well with the mustard top. I know I have some navy blue trousers that go really well with this as well. Now we're going to talk about trousers, pants, or whatever you want to call them. We'll say bottoms. So I have these navy blue, kind of a crinkly fabric. They are wonderful. I've worn the heck out of them. They've retained their color. They're from a brand called Whistles. I believe it's a British brand. The cut's not the best on me, not as flattering, but I don't care. I'm going to keep wearing them. The next trouser is this floral number. They're looking a little bit worn out. I will confess, I've tried doing that thing where you kind of try to resurface the fabric to get off the little pills or whatever, but it didn't really work. They're perfect in the hip area and the flow. So the cut's really good. I just need them to be longer. I always struggle with trousers, and also they are super comfortable, so I might just keep wearing them. Okay, now, this is embarrassing. So these trousers, they're a lovely light fabric, and also they used to be a different color. I dyed them this green color. I think probably the same time I dyed the other t-shirt. But what's happening here is the top is just falling apart. So I still do wear them. I just kind of try to make sure I cover up the waistband. I think they're not in any kind of condition to donate. So I'm going to probably just keep wearing them until there's just a reason they need to be like recycled. I think I might swap them out for the summer. Okay, so that was 3 trousers. So I also have 2 skirts. I have this black maxi, which is so practical. It is a lot of fabric and it's double layer. So from a pure carry-on point of view, it's a bit tricky. When I've been doing some train journeys, I've been wearing it on the train because it does take quite a bit of space in my suitcase. So for this skirt, I don't think it's going to make the cut, but this will go back to storage. I'm not going to get rid of it. Now, my other skirt is definitely practical for travel. So it is a wrap skirt, and on me, you can't really see. It's got an asymmetrical hem, so it's sort of shorter in the front, longer in the back, and that suits me because I have horrendous varicose veins in one leg. So most of the time, I actually wear compression stockings, Well, I'll definitely hang on to this. It looks flattering on me, and it's quite small and light, so it's a good one for travel. I have a couple bonus items. I got this scarf. In fact, I just bought it. It's in this beautiful color. It's hard to show it to you with my camera set up, but it's a rectangular scarf, and it's 100% silk, so it folds very, very flat. And I know I just got this like wild idea that I could tie it into different formats, either as a top or just to wear as a layer. So I'm not counting it right now because I haven't actually worn it yet, but it's here. I also have this other silk piece. It's a kimono style robe, and the belt isn't here currently. It's my storage unit. Let's not talk about that. So I have another one just like this, but I've worn through it, and it's great for travel because it's like when you come out of the shower, you just want a little bit of something to throw over you. This is what I use it for. But I also know I could wear it in public. It just needs to be styled a little bit differently, and I could even wear it as a top. The colors I don't think are massively awesome on me, but it's there as an option. So let's call it a bonus item, but I'll still probably travel with it, even if it's just a bathrobe. Okay, let's talk about loungewear really quickly. I'm not going to spend time justifying why I have 3 pairs of lounge pants. One of them is navy, this one's black. I also have these black shorts. They were originally trousers, but I got a hole in the knee, so I just cut them off. And they're so ragged, but fine on hot days. Not cutting with me anywhere. They're just something to have for now. I have this blue hoodie, and it's been super helpful just to have another layer. And I will probably keep this. I don't know, we'll see. In terms of like the summer Germany one, maybe not, but it's been super handy. So I guess TBD. But it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep it. This is everything in the keep pile. So if I was traveling carry-on tomorrow, this is what I would be. I have 1 skirt, 3 trousers. I have a t-shirt. I have a wrap top. I have 2 of those vest tops with the built-in bra. And I have a little silk top that's super light. And yeah, I guess I would see if this one fits. And that's probably it. I also forgot about that little pink top. Hold on. So that's definitely coming with. Then I would either bring this pink long sleeve, or even better, I think I would try to bring that blue hoodie because it's a little bit more versatile in terms of layering. I have to see what the weather is like. Plus, I have a bunch of other clothes. I feel like there's gonna be more pruning out to do. Sorry, you're gonna think I'm the most chaotic person. Well, guess what? I am quite chaotic. And I would also try to fit this cardigan. Although I'd probably try to swap it for a slightly lighter one for the depths of summer. What do we got? We got red top, pink top. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that makes me think I could easily get this under 15. So that's going to be the goal. To be honest, it does really depend on the individual items, because if I was only wearing stuff like this, I could have 20 easily. Definitely donating 2 items. And then this is what I'll come back to. Tell me what you would do. Would you donate this, or would you take it back to storage and save it for another time? And then we have 4 items definitely going back to storage. This one is going to be too hot in the summertime. It's got the armpits that are clingy. That's just no go. I like to wear things more than once if I can, as long as I don't get too sweaty or dirty or whatever. Then we have this top with the matching wrap. So I really think that the colors are beautiful, but I think what I've worked out is I don't think I'm a spaghetti strap person, because either you have bra straps showing, which I detest, which is why I like to wear those tops with the built-in bra, or I have to wear the nipple covers, which is fine. It's just one more thing I have to remember. So I don't know. So I'm not sure. What would you do? Would you hang on to it, put it back into storage, or would you let it go? And then this will definitely go back to storage. It's lovely, but it's just not
capsule travel worthy. Too delicate. Okay, so next I want to talk about shoes. And I didn't want to make a big deal about the shoes, but just so you see what I'm dealing with here. So this is the barefoot style from Vivo Barefoot, and they're not the most comfortable. And I've ended up putting in an extra insole because they weren't that comfortable for me. So I think with barefoot shoes, I like that my toes can spread out. I feel a lot more stable, but I need the padding. They are, I want to say waterproof or certainly rain resistant, so they would be a good choice for Japan, Alaska. And I like I can just slide my foot in as well. So these are ugly. These are the ones I've been wearing the most, to be honest. And I call them my summer welly. So where I'm at right now, there's lots of walks in the woods, and it has, not recently, but previously it had been quite rainy. So having something that I could just get wet and not care about was really great. So, and I did wear socks with these. I think they were designed for, like, if I was going whitewater rafting, and so I've used them for that, and they're great if you're like walking across streams or something like that. And this sole is really thick. They're quite heavy, so that's means they're not ideal for carry-on only. So I'm afraid they're gonna have to say goodbye for a while. I also have these canvas trainers, which are lovely and comfortable, from the brand Vionic. And now, sadly, I don't think they make them anymore. I'm really sad because I only really started wearing these recently, and now I can't even get replacements. So, yeah, I guess I'll see what else they have. I don't think they're coming with me. The bottoms are starting to wear through. I don't like to throw away stuff, as you can tell. All right, and then these boots are absolute workhorses. So these are from the brand Xero, Xero. So they're also a barefoot shoe. I mean, they look fine to me. I think they're kind of cute. And I need to go back and see what's in my storage unit. Tens of outerwear. I have 2 pieces I travel with me all the time. No, I don't think I'll need this for the next few months, shall we say. But I did wear this at the beginning of my Yorkshire trip because it was quite chilly. So this is a down vest. It's ultra light and super versatile. I like that it's sleeveless, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. I know for Alaska and Japan, I'm going to need something more robust than this. And then my other main coat is this long, lightweight, packable raincoat. It's been around the world twice now, and it's lost its waterproofing. So I think I can restore that in the washing machine. If anyone's done that, can you let me know how that went? Got a couple holes in her, but I think she's pretty good otherwise. Definitely coming to Germany. But the reason I wouldn't take her to Alaska and Japan is because I think I need to have something more robust. Like I said, I need to have like a long sleeve, lightweight, puffy layer. And I need to make sure that whatever rainproof layer is genuinely rainproof. And then, I don't know if you've noticed, but like I have a lot of like color schemes going on, and I need to be quite focused. So in an ideal world, the puffer coat and the lightweight rain layer could be similar colors. So I actually have a wintry coat, which is a puffer and a waterproof layer that are zipped together, and it would be great, but I don't think it's going to compact down enough for carry-on. So my idea is that once I get to Japan, and I said I'm going to go on to somewhere else in Asia, in Japan there's a ground mail, so I can send a box of my wintry stuff back to England, which is what I'm going to do. So what that means is I'm not going to be like forced to ditch stuff there, especially if it's quite new. Also, it means that I also decided, like I said before, I'm going to have some trousers made, so I'm going to need space in my luggage for that. And I want to buy some Uniqlo tops in Japan. Well, apparently it's a lot more affordable there, so I think that sounds good. So that seems like the moment in Japan is when I'm close to leaving. I will kind of get rid of my autumn things and, yeah, make room for the others. So for the past 7 weeks, obviously, I've been using this as a chance to test out what I actually need. So this week was all about sorting things out and making decisions. We'll pick this up again in a few weeks. We'll be back in Southern England, and I'm settling in. I'm going to be doing a series of house sits over the summer. Most of them are about 10 days, so I really do want to be carry-on only. So I think the third video in this series, we're going to talk about what I actually brought. Maybe I'll even film that one when I'm in Germany. I've tried it before in the past, and I ended up just acquiring stuff, and I ended up checking bags anyway. And I really, really want to avoid that. And then the fourth video in the series will be probably not till October, but I'm planning ahead. But I want to talk about what I did pack for the cruise to Alaska and for Japan. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. If you've made it this far, I have a question for you. About partway through the video, I took off the microphone and I carried on recording, and I realized that the audio might be different. If you can tell me which audio sounded better, either with this microphone or without, that would be super helpful, because honestly, if I can get away with not having an external microphone, I will. Of course, that means I can only film audio indoors because I won't have this little guy that fits on top. Unless I can get one for the iPhone. But anyway, let me know in the comments which audio sounded better to you, with microphone